back to the Daily Grind. Thanks for checking out the channel. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back pickle biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
Holy flying flipping flapjacks, full-time family, what is up with the fuckery today? On top of my YouTube apparently being hacked, Uriah Hall has suffered a seizure before making weight, canceling the co-main event of UFC St. Louis tomorrow. And this is Paige VanZant took to Twitter and said, please send prayers up for Uriah Hall. Scariest thing I have ever seen. So definitely thoughts and prayers are with Uriah Hall. I've seen a lot of people in the comments saying, yo, do a video on Uriah Hall. What happened? It's looking scary. Prayers up. And I didn't even hear about it at that point, but now I have, and really it's not even reported. Anything about the seizure hasn't been reported, or even Uriah Hall. He has been transported to the hospital. That was on Reddit MMA. That's where that came from. And now Ariel Helwani has taken to Twitter and said that also he was told by two sources that the belief is Hall suffered a seizure in the midst of all of this. So I seen that in the comments as well. I wasn't even going to put the seizure report up because I hadn't seen it anywhere, and that's serious news, especially when you're talking about weight cutting. And Paige VanZant said it was the scariest thing she's ever seen in her life. Supposedly he was on the way to weigh-ins. You suppose he was having a good weight cut. They said Uriah Hall was only like I don't want to say a good weight cut, but he was only 1 pound off, I'll say, according to the reports, and he was on the way to the scale maybe when he fainted, and now it turns out like maybe afterward or in the midst he suffered a seizure. So you know, this is a weight cutting issue, it looks like. I mean, I'm not 100% sure. If you look at Ariel Helwani's Twitter or the MMA Fighting Reports, it doesn't make it seem like it was from a terrible weight cut. Like we've heard from Paige VanZant, she's passed out, you know, having a weight cut when she was cutting down to 115 pounds. Now she's fighting at 125. But this is very interesting and it's bad news. And one thing about this news is it's crazy. Like Michael Johnson, who was feeling snubbed that he wasn't on UFC St. Louis in his hometown, he wasn't on the main card, has now been promoted to the main card with this fight falling off. And I'm sure he didn't want it to happen in this way, but Michael Johnson got his wish in that, and you know, that's a little bit of a silver lining, I guess, if you want to call it that. Michael Johnson versus Darren Elkins has been promoted to the main card. Michael Johnson fighting in his hometown. Paige VanZant versus Jessica Rose Clark has been promoted to the co-main event. And wow, there's a lot of a negative cloud surrounding this card. The girl that's fighting Paige VanZant just yesterday or the day before came out with the news that her house was broken into and her cat was kicked in the home invasion, and the cat ended up having to get put down. Ooh, UFC St. Louis has definitely got a negative cloud around it, and this is the the same week my YouTube fucking around and might be hacked or some shit right now. I don't know what's going on, man. This is a crazy day, man. Prayers up for Uriah Hall. Keep you guys updated. If you follow me on like Twitter and Instagram, I'll repost what I see on there. So let the full-time family know what you think about this in the comments. I am out.
Da 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 da. It's the motherfucking DOWG.